Assalamu alaikum everyone, this is Sabahat and welcome to my live session. So first of all, I'm just going to go and check on different platforms who is live here with me, and in the meantime you can let me know where you're logging from. Are you from Pakistan, are you from abroad, or are you from any other province or district of Pakistan? So जहाँ से भी जो कोई भी है फटाफट जो है कमेंट बॉक्स में मुझे लिखकर भेजें, and I'll just be back in a jiffy. Okay, so I can see myself live, and I think I'm not late. So whoever there is, you can just let me know by coming live if I can view anyone. Okay, right. Okay, so if anyone has any idea, what do you think I plan to talk about? Though I did not write the topic over here, but it was in my post on Facebook. Okay, so you know what? Okay, so I have Neha Junaid. Oh, I am. Oh my God. Well, that's really bad thing to say. Okay. Right. Okay, so at times I just have to, ban people from the stream for the simple reason that I don't know why do they get such hatred, or why do they have such hatred? Like that's a bad thing, coming into people's stream and passing bad comments, negative, and I think it's more of a nude comment. So anyways, I'm not going to let this person spoil my stream just because of the comment. So I'm just going to start with my stream and start with the session. So today's topic, it's a quote I read, and it's a quote by Elon Musk, and the quote is, when something is important enough, you do it even if the odds are not in your favor. So this is the topic for today which I aim to discuss, and it's a quote and it's a beautiful quote. और वो हम में से वो लोग जो अपनी ज़िंदगी गुजारते हैं या गुजार रहे हैं या गुजार चुके हैं, एंड आज वो जहाँ पर हैं, इफ़ दे आर इस्टेब्लिश, तो हाउ डिड दे बिकम सो इस्टेब्लिश, हाउ डिड दे गेट टू दैट पर्टिकुलर प्लेस, या जो स्ट्रगल कर रहे हैं तो व्हाट आर द स्ट्रगल्स दे आर फेसिंग. So these are the things which one has to ponder about when a person is going through different phases in life. So basically what I would want to do today is that I would want to illustrate this particular saying with different fields, like how people in different fields have been doing things, though like they have been achieving successes, though the conditions have always been not in their favor and they had to face a lot of odds, but still they did it. So that's what I'm going to discuss today. And starting right from, like, when we talk about personal goals and ambitions, like every individual has a certain goal and a vision, and then okay, and then what happens is that okay, you have to actually give me some time. Let's see. Okay, so what happens is that everyone has a certain mission in their life, and they have certain goals. So what do is you follow your ambition, and you do not things do not really matter ki how you're going to attain that goal or attain your vision, because you are struggling, and you have to do it consistently. You have to change your strategies. You have a vision in front of you, and you keep on going. going regarding that particular vision. So those people जो कि अपनी dream job पर pursue करना चाहते हैं, so what do despite of facing stiff competition, but still they would take certain measures, they would follow certain strategies, they would follow certain steps, और वो सारा जो process है they'll go through that process in order to achieve their vision and goal. Like अगर आप जो है देखें examples देखें of actors की examples देखें या athletes की examples देखें या even जो है और किसकी आप एग्जांपल्स देख सकते हैं, किसी भी नॉर्मल इंसान की भी, यानी सारे इनफैक्ट नॉर्मल इंसान ही होते हैं, एंड एवरी वन इज़ गोइंग थ्रू देयर ओन स्ट्रगल्स, दे हैव देयर ओन फेजेस. लाइक इफ़ यू हैव टू बिकम अ म्यूजिशियन तो आपकी अपनी स्ट्रगल होगी वो म्यूजिशियन बनने के लिए. व्हाट डू यू हैव टू डू, व्हाट काइंड ऑफ डिग्री यू नीड, व्हाट काइंड ऑफ एजुकेशन यू नीड, व्हाट काइंड ऑफ स्किल्स you need in order to become a musician, या what kind of grades you need in specific courses. आपके जो पूरा life system होता है it's revolving around that particular ambition and goal, and you are taking immense measures in order to achieve that goal. So that's the number one thing when we talk about personal goals and aspirations. अच्छा, then इसमें जो है this was about career ambitions. फिर इसमें एक जो चीज़ आ जाती है that is education. Again जो है your education it's going to be जो भी आप पढ़े होंगे it's going to lead towards your specific goal and ambition. If you want to be a musician, then you will be studying things which are related with music. You'll be studying music, yeah, you'll be into some kind of media performance, something like that. So in between you'll be going through a lot of degrees and studies which is going to eventually lead you towards your career as a musician. And the same goes for film producer या जो लोग media industry में जाना चाहते हैं, they are studying the specific subjects. और एक पूरी एक strategy उन्होंने अपनी बनाई होती है क्योंकि they have a vision. If someone wants to be a producer, they have a vision that okay, I'm going to if I'm doing matriculation or if I'm doing O and A levels, so these are the kind of studies which I'm going to pursue in these levels. And then if I want to do something in advance, like अगर masters करना है या graduation करनी है, तो then they are going to select specific subjects according to whatever their vision is. So this is as far as education is concerned. And then obviously बहुत सी ऐसी चीज़ें होंगी जो कि इनके साथ फॉल करी होंगी. लाइक इफ़ यू आर जस्ट अ ग्रेजुएट या इवन इफ़ you have intense liking for a certain subject, so what would you do? You will be gaining hands-on experience regarding that particular subject. Like जिस तरीके से if you're a psychology graduate, so what do? आप जो है unless and until like everything what you are doing or any subject what you are studying, जब तक आप उसके hands on practice नहीं करते, you cannot become a expert in that specific subject. Like if you are a digital marketer, जब तक आप उसको practice नहीं करेंगे, if you are not going to apply those skills on different businesses, या आपके अपने कोई business है या आपकी अपनी website है, unless and until you apply those skills, only then you will become an expert, and only then you will be knowing okay, these are the tricks of the trade, and this is how you go about, and this is how success comes. So unless and until आप किसी चीज़ को practice करेंगे, you won't be able to achieve that particular goal or vision, and you won't become an expert in that particular field. So Usman Ayub, thank you so much for joining and watching this session. Then अगर हम देखें health and wellness की बात करें, तो again there are people who have chronic diseases, or how like chronic diseases में बहुत से ऐसे लोग हैं who have been cancer patients, और किस तरीके से उन्होंने अपने determination से and through inner motivation उन्होंने खुद जो है अपने आप को जो है यानी with obviously with all the procedures and all the chemotherapies, they healed themselves and they are now cancer survivors. So when it comes to health and wellness, as a person, no matter how difficult the situation is, if you have that inner determination of achieving something, so you will do it. यानी सबसे अगर आप देखें तो सबसे क्रॉनिक जो इलनेस है दैट इज़ कैंसर. सो अगर जो है इफ़ अ पर्सन हैज़ दैट मच डिटर्मिनेशन टू क्योर दैट कैंसर, देन to achieve anything in life, it's not impossible. You just have to think it's possible, and anything can be possible. So this is regarding overcoming illness. And then जिन लोगों के fitness goals होते हैं, obviously there are times like if we consider our Pakistani society. So इसमें जो है like after the age of 30 people think that they can't achieve a perfect body. जिस तरीके से जो है सोसाइटी जो है पोर्ट्रे करती है, अ पर्सन शुड बी लाइक दिस, टिपिकली अ फीमेल पर्सन शुड बी लाइक दिस. सो फीमेल्स के बहुत दफ़ा होता है उनके जहन में होता है कि नो आई कैन नॉट अचीव दिस एंड दिस इज़ डिफ़िकल्ट. एंड आफ्टर 30 के बाद पीपल स्टार्ट थिंकिंग दैट नॉट दैट इट्स नॉट पॉसिबल, बट ऑल्सो that a person should always look like a mother if the person is a mother, and not like some model. But the thing is that these things this is a typical thinking. Rather than thinking like this, agar if you have studied your own religion very deeply, तो उसमें जो है if you underline, you read the अंडरलाइन अगर आप रीड कर सकती हैं, यानी जो फ़हम से, सोच और फ़हम से जो चीज़ें आप डिस्कवर करती हैं, दैट इज़ आपने हर चीज़ का हिसाब देना है एट दी जजमेंट डे. और उसमें इस चीज़ का भी हिसाब है कि द सेहत एंड द बॉडी विच यू वर बॉर्न विद, आपने उसके साथ क्या किया. डिड यू डू एनी जस्टिस टू इट, और यू जस्ट became a mountain through eating, or the wrong kind of eating or junk eating. So what did you do with that? Because I won't say that everyone is in the habit of eating and they become obese and things like that. There are people who have certain conditions, though they do not eat anything, still they do look very bulky. But then there are people who do eat and who do everything to they get into that shape consciously. So it all depends how you are thinking and how you're taking things. But when it comes to fitness goals, if you are determined that you are going to achieve a certain thing, you can achieve that. I have seen many women above the age of 80, and they are perfect. Like if you see them, you can't even tell they are simply of the age of 80s. They are so perfect. But perfection is not just you see the person apparently and you say that this person is perfect. Perfection is when you yourself are satisfied. You don't have to do anything to satisfy people or to take approval of people. Whatever you are doing, if I'm sitting over here, if I'm imparting my knowledge, it's not to impress anyone. It's something which I want. It's something that I feel good about, and I feel good that I'm in the position to impart my knowledge to people and impart the kind of knowledge which is helping people on the broader level, and it's creating a good impact on the overall society. There's nothing which I'm telling that can be misused or it comes as derogatory. So when you do things in that way, this is also form of sadqa, educating people or imparting knowledge, and especially to those people who cannot afford to have good education due to the economic scenarios or whatever their financial constraints are. So if there is some person or someone who can impart that particular knowledge which they are looking for, and for which maybe if they go into universities it might be difficult for them, but if they can learn this way, and through learning it they can start earning. So it's sadqa, and it's something which one should be proud of. Okay, so now coming back to my topic, if we talk about entrepreneurship and innovation, again इसमें भी वही चीज़ आ जाती है कि when anyone wants to start a business, तो उसमें जो है क्या होता है कि like we talk about entrepreneurs, and entrepreneurs they often know that जितने भी जो है most of the time जो startups होते हैं they fail. Why do they fail? Because there are many reasons. कुछ expertise नहीं होती, कुछ जो है at times you don't know कि जो चीज़ आप sell करने जा रहे हैं whether it's going to be successful or not. So there's a 50-50 ratio of success and of failure. But then entrepreneurs, they are they are entrepreneurs because they know this thing that if they're going to start with something, it might end up in failure, but they are ready for it. So taking chances in life, no matter जो भी आपके odds हैं, if you are ready to take those chances, if you are ready to go all the way, even if you fail, you are still going to learn. Like I know many people who started businesses, maybe they did 2-3 businesses and all of those businesses failed, but then they didn't lose hope, they still continued. They did another business, and then the fourth one, it was a very successful business. So why was it successful? The reason is that whatever failures they met in the first 3 businesses, they learned, and each failure taught them something new, and that's why they were able to succeed in the 4th business. And this is how we learn, and this is how life is. Life like when we are given life, so we don't have this guarantee we are going to have a very successful life, or life is going to go according to our wishes or as per our demands. Life is not like this. Everyone has their own struggles. There are those who have struggles. यानी वो कहते हैं ना कि अल्लाह मियाँ जो है हर इंसान को आजमाता है, किसी को औलाद की शक्ल में आजमाता है, किसी को ना औलाद देकर आजमाता है, किसी को जो है डिफरेंट रिश्तों के सूरत में आजमाता है. सो ज़िंदगी इज़ ऑल आजमाइश, और हर एक ने उस आजमाइश को जो है गुजारना है. अब चाहे आप उस आजमाइश को हंसते हुए गुजार दें या चाहे आप उसको रोते हुए गुजार दें, बट द थिंग इज़ दैट the one who instead of crying finds a solution and fights that azmaish is the one who ends up to be a successful person. So instead of कि life को जो है रोते रोते गुजार दें और always जो है complain करते रहें या always जो है you look at the bad side of things, rather than that you should be happy with whatever you have, you should be grateful, you should always stay motivated and be positive whatever is coming your way. And obviously when you're trying and you're doing something consistently, definitely you will achieve something in life and it's going to be successful. But then आपका time कब है, किस तरह आएगा, it is all planned by the divine, which in our case is Allah. So everything is planned. We just have to follow the path as जैसे जैसे जो पाथ बनता जाता है, क्योंकि जब आप एक राह की तरफ निकल पड़ते हैं तो आपके जो पाथ हैं वो ऑटोमेटिकली बनते जाते हैं, और आप जैसे जैसे उन पाथ से गुजरते हैं आपकी जो मंजिल होती है वो आपके बहुत करीब होती है. सो डोंट बी डिमोटिवेटेड. लाइक जिस तरह अर्ली इन द सेशन आई गॉट दिस वेरी नेगेटिव रिमार्क बाय some female, but I'm sure it's not a female, it's someone who is using the gender of a female, because this kind of language I do not expect it from females especially. So I can expect it from the other gender but not from female. Okay, so but then there are hate speeches, it can come from anywhere. Okay, so then again अगर हम टेक्नोलॉजिकल एडवांसमेंट्स की बात करें तो अगेन उसमें भी आप देखेंगे कि एवरी डे न्यू एडवांसमेंट्स आर बीइंग मेड एंड पीपल आर ट्राइंग एंड मेकिंग न्यू एडवांसमेंट्स. अगर जो है जो टेक्नोलॉजी साइड पे है, अगर वो इस चीज़ से जो है डरना शुरू कर दें कि भाई हमने ये अगर काम किया तो ये फेलियर हो जाएगा एंड वी वोंट बी एबल टू प्रोड्यूस समथिंग गुड, सो इट्स नॉट गोइंग टू then there won't be any technological advancement. So you have to face the odds, you have to face failures before getting something right, or before getting 100% workable software or any system. So you have to keep on trying. So this is regarding entrepreneurship and innovation कि इधर जो है किस तरीके से जो है how can you face the odds and how can you come up with something that is successful. Acha, when it comes to social and environment causes, इसमें भी again like there are people who work as activists, there are human right activists, then there are people who are working for social justice, then हर एक की जो है like there are different people who are working for different causes. It can be climatic, it can be social justice, it can be human right, it can be poverty alleviation, it can be regarding finding a solution to various social problems, or how to empower women, or how to empower gender overall, or what are the needs that have to be addressed when it comes to youth and children, and there are so many other things. So अगर हम जो है social and environment causes को देखें तो again it's a very broad landscape, and people are trying to achieve something in their particular fields, and though the odds might be very odd for them, it might be difficult, but still they are playing their part, and everyone is playing their part. So we as individuals, we need to support such causes, and we need to be a part of such causes, and wherever we can contribute, we should contribute. And it really does not matter कि अगर आपकी वो field है या नहीं है, but if you have that empathic nature, or if you have that compassion to make a change in the society and in the world overall, so you should go ahead with it. And this is how communities develop, or community improvements भी इसी तरीके से होती हैं. Like it's not necessary you're always in search of in search of what people can pay you, rather than you can just be a volunteer. अक्सर जगहों पे आप ये देखते होंगे like whenever there is a natural calamity या किसी किस्म का disaster होता है, तो what do? People get together, they volunteer. कोई जो है like कोई funding के हवाले से जो है कोई campaign चला सकते हैं, and there is so much to do. It's not necessary कि you have to do everything in cash. Obviously जब आप campaigns चलाएंगे, जब आप जो है voluntarily work करेंगे, या कोई जो है किसी किस्म की जो है फंड रेजिंग के लिए कोई एग्जीबिशंस वगैरह करेंगे, तो दैट इज़ ऑल्सो गोइंग टू हेल्प द कम्युनिटी एंड द इफेक्टेड एज वेल. अच्छा, देन व्हेन इट कम्स टू पर्सनल रिलेशनशिप्स, अगेन personal relationships में family commitments, that's a very important thing, but then there are certain times when you cannot give due time to family or family commitments, for the simple reason that either you have a business to run, or either you have a very busy schedule, and as a business person you cannot find ample time for your family. But then as a person, no matter जितना भी आपका busy schedule हो, you need to make time for your family. Or family commitment means you have to be committed to your family as well, because at the end of the day, whatever you are earning, though you are doing it for your kids, for your family, but still जो gap है वो रह जाता है. So you have to make up that gap, and really it really does not matter. बच्चों को ख़ास तौर पे it does not matter how much you are earning. If you just give them your full-time attention, because there are many children who are simply attention deficit, and when they do not get that due attention, as we know, yesterday as I talked about the role of a social media manager, or people who are on social media, what responsibilities they have. In the same way, if the children become attention deficit, like the time which the parents have to give their children, then they can go into very varied directions, and those directions they are not necessarily going to lead to some place good. So always try to give ample time to your family, particularly your children, and those children who are in their youth, or who are teens, or who are just growing up. They need the full attention of the parents, whether it's the father, whether it's the mother. So unless and until you are able to give that due attention, you won't be knowing what is wrong with your child. If all of a sudden, अक्सर जो है आपने देखा होगा कि जब बच्चे ग्रो कर रहे होती हैं, तो बीच में डिफरेंट पीरियड्स आते हैं, जिसमें जो है बच्चा एकदम जो है चुप हो जाता है, स्पेशली द एजेस ऑफ प्यूबर्टी जो होती है, जो उनकी डेवलपमेंट स्टेजेस होती हैं बोथ फॉर द बॉयज़ एंड गर्ल्स. सो उसमें बच्चे जो है बहुत खामोश हो जाते हैं, या दे बिकम वेरी कॉन्शियस अबाउट देयर अपीयरेंसेस. That is when they are growing and their hormones are changing. So they can have every kind of ideas regarding themselves. So you as a parent, you need to talk to them, you need to motivate them, you need to have an open talk with them. So you are able to understand what is it that's going on in their minds. या वो अगर परेशान है तो ट्राई टू आस्क देम व्हाट इज़ गोइंग ऑन. ये जो ट्रस्ट है, ये अगर आप अपने बच्चों के साथ डेवलप नहीं करेंगे तो आपके बच्चे जो है जब ग्रोइंग एज में होंगे तो वो किसी भी डायरेक्शन में जा सकती हैं. दे कैन गेट टू बैड कंपनी, दे कैन गेट इन टू seeing all kind of stuff on the internet which is not good for their overall mental health. When it comes to personal relationships as parents, you need to build a good mutual relationship with your children, which is based on trust, which is based on respect, which is based on love of a parent for the children. And it has to be based on communication as well, because without communication and trust, the child isn't going to tell you a bit. कुछ भी नहीं बताएगा आपको या बताएगी. Okay, so then similarly you have to offer them friendship, and you have to offer them support. Like अभी जो है जिस तरीके से मैं देखती हूँ, I have seen like आजकल CIE के एग्जामिनेशन हो रही हैं ONA लेवल्स के, एंड देन दैट्स द पीरियड जिसमें जो है बच्चे बहुत टेंस होते हैं. दो दे आर स्टडिंग दे स्टडी फॉर द होल ईयर, और अच्छी खासी टेंशन होती है. नाउ an adult person is able to deal with tension in a totally different way, because they know how to deal with stress. But ये वाला जो age bracket होता है, they don't know how to deal with stress. They don't know कि भाई when you are under stress what you are supposed to do. So ये वाला जो time होता है, it's the time जिसमें as a parent you need to motivate them, you need to give them confidence, rather than कि आप उनके सर पे चढ़ जाएंगे भाई आपने जो grades लेने हैं, आपने marks लेने हैं. Give them this assurance that no matter what happens, they have done their best, and give them the assurance that you still love them no matter their grades. क्योंकि I have seen parents जो बच्चों के नाक में दम किए रखते हैं, पूरा साल उनकी डगड़ाई किए रखती हैं. They are going to school, they are taking tuitions, and then continuously एक जो है ना कंपैरिजन मोड में होते हैं पेरेंट्स के भी, उसके इतने मार्क्स आ गए, तुम्हारे इतने मार्क्स नहीं आए, तुम्हारा ग्रेड यहाँ सफ़र कर गया, तुम्हारा वहाँ सफ़र कर गया. लेट देम लिव, दे आर ह्यूमंस. सो नो मैटर जो भी ऑड्स आपकी ज़िंदगी में आ रहे हैं, आपके आएँ, आपके बच्चों के आएँ, एवरी वन इज़ गोइंग टू पुल थ्रू इट. बट यू हैव टू गिव दिस एश्योरेंस, क्योंकि अगर आप सपोर्ट नहीं देंगे बच्चों को, आप उनके साथ फ्रेंडशिप नहीं करेंगे, आप उनके साथ कम्युनिकेट नहीं करेंगे, आप उनको मोटिवेट नहीं करेंगे उनके मोस्ट स्ट्रेसफुल टाइम में, सो दोज चिल्ड्रन दे आर नेवर गोइंग टू ट्रस्ट यू, दे आर नेवर गोइंग टू ट्रस्ट यू इन अ वे कि वो आपके साथ अपनी बातें शेयर कर सकें. सो इफ़ यू वांट योर चिल्ड्रन टू ट्रस्ट यू, गिव देम द एश्योरेंस, पुट 100% ट्रस्ट इन देम. कि नो मैटर, ख़ास तौर पे जो एग्ज़ाम्स के टाइम होते हैं, प्लीज़ स्टॉप बीइंग दोज टिपिकल पेरेंट्स जो ख़ुद तो आपको जो है ज़िंदगी में जो है अगर कुछ नहीं मिला, या आपके पेरेंट्स ने जो भी आपके साथ किया हो, तो आप अपना बोझ बच्चों के ऊपर निकालना शुरू कर दो कि भाई मैं नहीं कर सकी या मैं नहीं कर सका तो ये मेरा बच्चा करेगा. आप खुद डॉक्टर नहीं बन सके तो आप अपने बच्चे के पीछे पड़ जाओ कि भाई आपने डॉक्टर बनना है. सो डोंट डू दिस. Every child has their own aptitude, they have their own life. उन्होंने ज़िंदगी में क्या बनना है, उनके क्या जो है एम्बिशंस हैं, क्या उनके मोटिवेशंस हैं, क्या एस्पिरेशंस हैं. एज अ पेरेंट यू नीड टू फैसिलिटेट देम, रादर कि आप उनकी डेवलपमेंट में जो है ना एक रुकावट बन जाएं और उनकी जो ग्रोथ है वो रोक दें. And you'll make them paralyzed for life if you don't give them this incentive to think for themselves and to achieve what they want to do in life. So as a parent you need to encourage them. अच्छा, अगर हम जो है मूविंग फॉरवर्ड, अगर हम हिस्टोरिकल एग्जांपल्स को देखें तो देन देयर आर सो मैनी एग्जांपल्स. अगर सिविल राइट मूवमेंट हम देखें तो देयर आर पीपल who fought for those civil rights movements, though odds were totally against them. Just the Martin Luther King tha, and then there was there were other activists who fought for equality and justice, or despite whatever the odd situation was, they still fought for it. And then अगर हम scientific discoveries देखें, like if we talk about Madame Curie, so she was the one, and Marie Curie, sorry, it was Marie Curie, not Madame Curie. Marie Curie and Thomas Edison, they conducted countless experiments, and they faced numerous failures, but still due to those people and many other Muslim philosophers, we have many commendable discoveries for humanity, जो कि humanity को serve भी कर रही है. So the basic overall the underline is कि भाई हर एक की लाइफ में challenges आते हैं, हर एक की लाइफ में difficulties आती हैं. तो rather than becoming fearful of the odds and thinking about that this is the challenge and we cannot achieve certain success, or we cannot achieve our vision, so don't think about those things. Rather than आप जो है you keep on working in the direction of your vision and goal, and you'll have to take certain steps, you'll have to face challenges. Life is not easy, it's not a bed of roses. If you think it's a bed of roses, it's not. So everyone has to go through the thorns of life, and हर एक की आजमाइशें अपनी होती हैं, हर एक ने वो आजमाइश फेस करनी होती है. But when you are ready and when you are able to face that आजमाइश, then you are going to reach the road of success. So this was my message for today, and this was the quote which I wanted to discuss by Elon Musk. And now, okay, wow, अभी तो मैंने आपसे पूछा भी नहीं. So if you like today's topic, you can show it via your emojis. And yesterday there was someone who wanted to come live, but I had to leave the session and I had to go, so that's why I wind it up. But today, if there's anyone who wants to come live, I can take you live on call and live on this camera. And if there's no one who wants to come live, then I can simply wind up this session, and then I can come back tomorrow evening at 8 p.m. same time. So if there's anyone who wants to come at the top of my screen, you can always come here. I'll take you live on camera. And if not, then a bye bye to everyone. So have a great day, and inshallah I'll see you. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow in the morning, cause today it has rained really heavily. So I hope the weather is going to be fine, and as heat wave is it has reduced a bit. So if it's cloudy and if the weather is good, then in the morning I'll go for my walk, and in the evening I'll come live in my evening session. So I'll meet you here in any case. So till then, bye bye and take care. Allah Hafiz.